Hi everyone, Michele here, and we have special guest today, Diane Ducharme Gardner. Woo! She's really here, everybody, in California from the East Coast. Flew, just got in, and I'm just so happy to see you. It's been so long since I've seen you, Diane. So welcome here. Is this your first time, like here in the West Coast, kind of doing something?
I did. We did South Pasadena.
Oh, you did?
Last
Okay.
year, or the beginning of this year. So Dianes and Effie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gosh,
and
great.
so they're very dedicated to the 90-minute
that's
Bikram
great.
healing yoga.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Diane Ducharme Gardner, she has a studio, Boston area,
Yep.
Yoga for You,
Yep.
and has been teaching this yoga for...
Since 1995 officially. That's when I got my certificate, but I was actually teaching before that.
Oh my gosh.
I was born to do
1990.
it.
Yes, you were.
I've been practicing.
You were 2 when you started.
I
'cause
was
you look
practicing.
So young.
I have been practicing for 33 years. Bikram yoga,
Wow.
only Bikram yoga.
Oh
Never did any
my
other yoga.
gosh.
Never
Oh my
needed to.
gosh.
You get the
Right.
best. You
I'm
start with
just
the
so proud
best.
of you. Exactly. Then why would you?
Why
ever
would you go
change it?
anywhere? Why would you go seek anything else? It works.
I have so many questions about
Okay.
taking from Bikram in 1995. It was the second teacher
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
How many of you?
30.
Really?
30 people.
How long?
It was 12 weeks.
Wow.
You got a certificate after 10 weeks, and you were expected to stay on for 2 weeks and teach.
Really?
Yeah, everybody who wanted everyone to teach at least one class.
Wow, that's such the good way to do it.
Yeah,
How
it
many
is.
classes a day did you guys do? Was it two?
Just two.
Two. Okay.
Just two.
Was
He
there
was
posture
there.
clinics or was
the
it
posture
just?
clinic was a real posture clinic. Now it's a dialogue clinic. I mean,
Yeah.
quite frankly,
Yes.
they should be calling it
Yeah, it
dialogue
is.
clinic.
Yeah.
So posture clinic back then was him sitting there saying the dialogue with one body up there. When that was done, next body. He did it 30 times,
Wow.
that dialogue. And so they had no written dialogue, so we were expected to take down the dictation. He was saying it, we were writing it down.
Wow.
Well, every time a body got up there, he would do some individual correction or
Right.
something different because anatomy factors
Right.
into
Right.
it very much.
Right.
And so we had these volumes of notes after,
Oh my gosh.
and we did the breathing exercises. We did everything.
Wow.
We did the 2 breathing exercises, all the
Wow.
postures. So around the balancing stick, he
Yeah.
said, "I am so bored of saying this. You guys get up and say it. You have to say it. I'll deal with the body, but you say it." And we're like, "What? Say what? You better write it down." So, and so he goes, "No, you've heard it 1,000 times. Just get up there and say it." So first time I go up for balancing stick, and I'm like, you know, like you see at the teacher training, they're all nervous, and the microphone's going like this, and we finish, and he goes, "Wah, wah, wah, boring." Next. I was like, oh, that was my feedback from Bikram. Now he's so kinder and gentler when he does half moon.
Yeah. No,
That
mine
was my
was too.
feedback.
Yeah, he
That
told
was my
me that
feedback.
I was a Toyota and he wanted a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
And
it's
look
the
at
energy thing.
and look where we
yeah,
are now.
Yeah. Well, I know. Is that funny? I make sure
Just
I'm a
2
Ferrari
Rolls
now.
Two Rolls Royces right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
there you go. There you go.
So
Wow,
yeah,
what experience!
it's-
Oh my
so
God.
he taught us how
Wow.
to read the bodies. He would
I see.
say how long it would take if this person did 6 classes a week. How long would it take to do full expression of the posture, or
Whoa.
as much as they could given their anatomy. It was
Wow.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
so I actually did know.
You did.
I knew. It's like I knew him before I went there.
Wow.
So there's some connection.
Wow.
And I knew that it was important for me to get that certificate so I
Yeah.
could do my life's work.
Wow.
So I was 36
So, wow.
at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
I was 36 years old,
Yeah.
and that was I went there to get that certificate. And
Wow.
I tell you, after 3 days, I was so homesick. I was like, how am I going to do this for 12
Yeah.
weeks? But you know,
Yeah.
you just keep
Yeah,
going.
I know you do. It's a day at a time. So back up then a little bit. Like, what got you into the yoga? How did that even start?
Raquel Welch. She put out that book in 1984.
Right.
I saw the book. I'm like, great, let me try this. My face is on my legs below my, on my shins. And I'm like, I think I need a teacher. So my mother knew a lady from church. And we went to a wellness open house thing, which back in 1985, there wasn't a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
And she was carrying around that book, and she goes, I'm going to be teaching some yoga. You guys, you and your mom, you want to come and take the class? And I go, you're teaching that yoga? And she goes, yeah. I go, sign me up. It was once a week for 6 weeks. That's how it was done back then.
Wow.
So radical to open
Yeah.
a studio and then offer it 7 days a week. And even when I opened my
Right.
studio, I did all the teaching,
Right.
so I did 6 days a week. I took
Wow.
that day off, Sunday off,
And you did it all. You taught it all.
for 4 years.
Oh my
But I only had one class in the morning, one
Well,
class.
that's-
No, it was only 11 classes a week. One in the morning, one at night, and then one on Saturday, and then I had it until Monday morning.
Right. Okay. Wait a minute.
And
Now,
so-
I started in '98, so it was starting to yoga was really starting
Well,
to blossom
a lot
then.
happened
yeah,
between
yeah.
then. Yeah.
And you went in '95.
Yeah.
But you started
January
in
95.
You started 85.
So I've been practicing for 33 years, and my studio just turned, on Monday, it just turned 23 years old.
Can you believe this, everybody? If you don't know Diane Ducharme Gardner and you're not here this weekend, you got to make sure you go see her in Boston. That's so great.
Yeah.
And you're still so passionate, I can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
Right?
That's
It's
my
just
life's
losing
work.
it. Yeah,
That's my life's
exactly.
work. There's no
yeah.
doubt, never any doubt. I know a lot of people over the years lost faith. I will never lose faith in this yoga.
Yeah.
It works.
I know. I'm right with
You
you.
know, I feel
Right
good.
with
I
you.
feel
Yes,
young and
and
frisky
we've seen
and-
thousands of people.
Miracles
right?
happen here every day.
Exactly, right?
Miracles
Stories
happen every
aside, it's the yoga that's doing something. How many times do you hear people say, "You saved my life"? You saved
Oh,
my
I
life,
know,
you
I
saved
know,
my
I
life."
know.
Right?
I know.
So
Mentally,
important.
emotionally, spiritually,
Yeah,
physically.
Exactly.
All of those
it,
levels.
All of it.
It's not
right?
always. It's not always just physical. People come
Right.
in, they're grieving.
Right.
I've had women lost their children.
Jessica
I mean,
and I, and,
you know,
and the grieving. That's how
oh,
we started.
yeah.
We both lost
A
our
lot of
moms,
people,
and that's you know.
A
and
lot of people
it helped
go
right
through with the
away.
grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So you practice still all the time?
I practice 3 times a week
Cool.
religiously,
Yeah.
and I do one advanced class a week.
Great.
You know,
Oh,
we lead. I just have the
yeah.
teachers come in
Yeah.
from the area, and we just have
Oh.
fun. We don't do yoga. We try.
Yeah. So you've had the studio 23 years. You've been practicing 33 years. And then recently, maybe not so recently, but you've started a foundation. You
Yeah,
and
Margie Toff and I co-founded the dialogueworks.com to try to help to preserve this legacy. So when we're all dead, somebody can still be healed with the original Bikram Yoga, the original tent of it, of the healing yoga, 90 minutes, dialogue based for everybody. And
Wow.
so that's important to me, to know that when I'm gone, people can still do it.
Right, that it just doesn't go
That
away.
it
How long have
doesn't
you
go
been
away.
doing this dialogue? works?
We did it we've done it for 4 years now. So we
4
did
years.
it in 2014.
So how does it work? Do you travel and
We
do
travel,
this, or
we
do you bring
do
people?
seminars, we bring
Yeah.
people in, we have residencies
Oh, nice.
twice a year,
Okay.
spring and fall, bring them in to mentor. This time we're going to do it again in November. We have 4 studio owners and 4 teachers. We only take 8.
Wow.
And they're there for the week, and we
Okay.
do all kinds of great stuff to mentor,
wow.
depending on what they need.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
right.
Different people, different needs.
Right.
And so that's an important, that's a bigger picture of me just teaching in my studio.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've been doing seminars since I talked to him in 2007 about it, and he said, yeah, go do it, you know.
Oh,
so
great.
yeah. Cause
And you're going back to teacher training too.
I
You've
have
been-
recently
you
gone
were,
back.
and then you weren't, and now you are.
I
Right?
did every training from 2005 to spring 2011. I helped, and then I disappeared for a while, and I went back in the spring this year on week 3 or 4, but he wasn't there.
Okay.
So he said, come anyway, run the training for the week. You know, kind of laughed about it, and I'm like, yeah, I will. and then this fall, I promised him I'd come when he's there. So I'm going November 4 to 10 to
great.
and be able to see him.
God, I wish I was
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
You're
I
gonna
haven't
see
seen
him.
So I haven't seen him since 2011.
Okay, this is gonna be exciting.
I've talked to him
That's
on the
great.
phone a lot,
That's
but
good. That's
I've
good.
talked to
That's
him
good.
a
That's
lot.
good. That's great.
Yeah, no,
Right,
I've
but-
talked
but
to him.
There's so many people that want to carry it on,
I
and
know,
they need
I know.
leaders like you.
I know.
Right, to
know.
teach it the right
Yeah.
way. You know,
Yeah.
that's one thing when I went, it was like, these people are craving it like I did.
Yeah.
We had it so good because we could go down to LA and take
I-
class from
exactly.
him, and you know, our spark was always alive. It was so accessible,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
now it's not. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad. That's
Yeah.
great that you're going and doing that.
And just
Yeah,
reconnect
yeah,
with him. And,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Cool.
Because he's not getting any younger either.
No, but he looks good.
Oh, he looks
He
good.
does.
Yes, he looks
yeah.
good.
It look better as we age, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. I want to ask you a question, but when you were studying with Bikram back in '95, when he was teaching you postures and stuff, and there was no dialogue. Was he using some of the
Yeah.
same
Oh, yeah.
ones?
Oh yeah, when we did those transcripts, I have that document that we did that was the dialogue, and that, so originally people would say you can't use the dialogue because it would be like a 2-hour class, 4-hour class, whatever. You know that, have you heard that? Like, oh, that was a reason not to use the dialogue. Well, that's because what we created from those transcripts was then distilled down to its basic who can do whatever, because what we ended up with was individual corrections for 30 different bodies.
Right, I see.
So the dialogue was very
I see.
much the same,
Wow.
only our transcripts had all this individual correction depending on the
I
anatomy
see.
of the
So
body.
you kind of shook that out.
So
and-
they shook that out
I
in like
see.
97. They
Yeah.
started to do that, 98,
Right.
and they shook that out to the words that would be 90 minutes and that would deal with most everybody.
Most everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Wow,
the thing.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah,
it's
they
so
distilled
brilliant.
it down,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Just took out the
yeah.
individual corrections.
Right. But the commands.
But
and all
he,
that,
yeah, he was pretty much saying that
that's
same
amazing.
stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
that's amazing.
right? Because think about it. English is his third language. He wasn't going to be making stuff up every day. It was
Right.
too hard to
Right.
think like that.
Right.
Like
exactly.
at that time, he wasn't reading English.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was saying that same
Yeah.
thing because that's what made it work.
Right.
Comfortable, like for
Right.
him.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. But right away, it gets you to act.
Exactly.
There's no
talking directly
beating
to your
around
body.
the bush, as he
Yeah.
says, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
right.
talking to the
So,
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh, I'm just so excited.
When people have an issue with the dialogue, I'm like, but he translated from Bengali to Japanese to English. Do you think it's going to be perfect? No, but this is the intent. That's what
Right.
I do, is teach them the intent.
I
So
see.
now once the student understands your back is supposed to hurt, not pain, but there's
Right.
pressure.
Right.
He didn't have words for
Right.
compression
Right.
and all that. So,
Right.
So,
Right.
so just
Right.
educating
Right.
the student what
Right.
that means.
Right.
So that
exactly.
they don't overdo it.
Right.
Yeah.
What about things like Japanese ham sandwich and Mama Give Me Money? Was that just things of the time for him that, that he related?
Mama Give Me Money is a really effective way to get someone not to flip their
True.
hand.
Works every time,
You
I have
know,
to
and
say. And you
Japanese
guys
ham
know that
sandwich.
too. Works.
And Japanese ham sandwich, people will often ask me what that means. And I go, it's the exact opposite of an American club.
Yeah.
It's 2 pieces of bread with a piece of ham. You don't even get any mayonnaise
Yeah.
or mustard.
Right.
It's it. It's flat.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
Yeah.
it. There's no
Right.
lettuce. There's
Yeah.
no special sauce. There's no
Right.
nothing. American
Right. No
club.
special
You take a
sauce.
bite and it all falls out.
You guys, Japanese ham sandwich,
Yes.
remember that? In
Yeah.
hands to feet, right? Where you're like
Yeah.
this?
Yep.
Yep. No
Yeah.
room for light
No,
or air,
no,
right?
yeah,
Yep.
no
That's what we're
daylight.
talking
No,
about.
so,
Yeah.
Japanese ham sandwich. So
Making
those
sure you
things,
remember.
those things were effective.
Yeah.
To get the student
And
to,
fast,
you know,
right?
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
could say it and it
Yeah.
was right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're so right. When you say, "Mommy, give me money," because you don't have a lot of time, and as
No.
soon as you say that, right,
Yeah.
too, they get it
Yeah.
right away. Yeah,
Yeah, they
That's
do.
fascinating.
You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the shoulder, they got a problem with their shoulder. They're like, I'm holding the money, and then as soon as you don't see that hand anymore, they go like that.
Yep.
But they don't have to
Yep.
open the shoulder. To
Had
grab.
it today.
So you
Yeah.
try it again.
Yeah.
Don't drop the money,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
You know, but at least
Yeah.
it's very effective.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is so
With
cool.
the least amount of
Oh my
words.
God, it's so
The
great.
dialogue is
Please share
brilliant.
stories with us all weekend.
Yeah, oh
Over
yeah,
here,
trust
too.
me.
I just can't
I
wait.
can't not.
Can't wait. So what? Some of these people won't get a chance to come to the workshop, but what would you share with maybe someone that's curious and coming or struggling with the yoga practice? Any maybe single words of wisdom? I know it's hard to do.
Take it easy, honey. You know, you asked me, what do I think about the yoga? It's like brushing your teeth. And I have a Philips
Yeah.
Sonicare. You don't have to do it hard. You let the brush do it. You let the yoga do it. So
This
you
is
take
good.
you take it really easy, and you build up to
Right.
where you want to be.
Yeah.
And you don't, of course you have to walk that line, you have to push a little bit because you have to be uncomfortable, but someone that can't pick up their foot and standing head to knee, it doesn't matter whether you pick up your foot or not, it matters whether you're struggling to pick up your foot, because struggling you're still dropping the sweat. So you don't have to
Yeah.
be Superman or,
Right.
you know, you
Right.
just keep trying, keep trying,
Right.
keep trying, but take it easy. It's a lifetime practice.
Yeah.
You don't have to get it all done today.
Right.
When I see somebody working like that hard,
Yeah.
I'm like, take it easy,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lifetime
yeah,
practice.
Yeah, I want to see you
Because
tomorrow.
if you practice like that, I'm going to get you for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you practice the way it was intended to be practiced,
Yeah.
especially over a long period of time,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you for a lifetime.
Yes, right.
You know?
Yeah, good words. Did you hear that, everybody? Right? Take it easy and make sure that
and every day is different.
Yeah.
Like you could be flat out on the floor one day because your hydration is not there. You didn't sleep
Right.
well.
Right.
You know, someone in your family died yesterday, and you're just in a puddle on the floor. But you're in this healing space.
Right.
You're sweating. You have all this love around you, this community.
Yeah.
And I have people that literally come in and they do a couple of pranayama and they lay down, and I'm like, they need that. I never ever bother anybody. I say, good job, you're taking care of yourself. So it's not, you know, the whole just kill yourself is about killing the ego so that you can take it as it comes, whatever you can do today.
Right.
Technique is far more important than depth.
Then the performance part of it, and all that people think.
Technique. And when someone's really struggling and can't get something, all you have to do is tweak one little thing of their technique, where they are, meet them where they are, and take them. How do you get them through technique to that next step? That's it. It's that for them. That's the yoga today. So it's not about you know, locking out and standing
exactly,
or doing 5 sets of camel.
You're right. We forget. And we have to say this in our classes, everybody, right? That this is a healing modality. We forget that. Right? Especially, but here in the valley, right? Too, and I'm sure you get it too. Where's that pressure, right?
I get
Performance
people
pressure,
coming in that have practiced in other studios. And it really takes about 2 months to settle them down because they're so hyped up. They're in the front going, you know, and I'm like, Michael, you need to breathe over there. Like, that's the number one thing. First, you got to breathe. Then we'll work, you know. But it takes about 2 months to settle them into the healing part of what we do and the space and to settle down their energy. They come in like, fire, you know, and so you know that's what my space is all about. Whatever you need today, and it's different every day.
I love when you say, you know, you meet them where they're at, right?
Because we're all different. That's the challenge of it. People go, how can you say that same thing all the time? It's not the same. You're saying the same thing, but you're seeing something different all the time. You never see the same thing twice. There's no two classes alike, like practice or teaching.
Right, exactly.
There's no two that are the same.
I
it's
totally
never
agree with you,
boring.
right? It isn't. That's what's fascinating.
Well, if you get bored,
and seeing
just go on
bodies that
vacation
want it, right? Right, and they want you to feed them with it. You know, you have obligation to do it the right way too.
And everybody, you know, they hold them by the hand. Come on in. It's really hot. It's really miserable, but you're gonna feel better after class. You know, word of mouth. They bring them in. Now you have to take care of them and make sure they come back tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
That's your job, right?
And
Make sure they come back tomorrow.
It's better, right, to have like something you can sustain, because there's a lot of people, and maybe you guys, where I was when I first started, it's like, man, I have to come every single day or 5-6 times, you know, a week, and then all of a sudden you've got a schedule change or whatnot, and then you got to start over again, and you're like, right? As opposed to keeping.
But that 6 times a week is until you get your body where you want it, and your mind and your heart where you want it. Now it's 3 times a week. You just polish it up. Like the thing is that people are practicing this yoga 16 or 20 years, still doing 100-day challenges. That's not what it was created for. It was not. It was created for the broken body that needed 6 days a week for 3 months or whatever intense. And after that, it's maintenance.
It's maintenance. And maintenance is a good 3 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week, whatever you need. You know, some people it depends. If you've got a crooked spine or you've got but it's but that intense practice is only in the beginning until you heal what it is you came in to heal. And so
you're gonna be good for me.
A little balance, right?
What's that? No, I know.
Well, after your championship,
I know. I'm in
that's
a
another
little bit
level.
of a different mode.
But that's a different level because you're the athlete of our community.
Yes, this is different.
It's different.
I'm going to Beijing, everybody, for the international.
No, but you're like the athlete, and you have to hone your practice. That's different than someone that's maintaining their health or healing their body.
Exactly. It is very different.
You have to work really hard until that's over.
Yes.
You're representing.
I am, girlfriend.
You're representing that old is gold.
And you know what? The whole reason why I even started to do the competition is because of the 50 plus. Because I want people to know, hey, women. You can maintain. In fact, you can have your body, your beauty, and your wisdom. You know, and be out there and thrive. Right? I want to show that off. And you can't really show that off when you're mixed in with, 16 to 49. No offense, right? But you can really isolate it and show it off.
The only good reason to do championship is to inspire others. So that's what you're doing. Which is a beautiful thing.
Thank you. All right, we have to go, everybody. We could be here all day. So, woohoo! Diane, thanks for being here. Oh, man. Love you so much.
Love you
Yeah.
too.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.